What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, two-division world champion, Hall of Famer, superstar retired, now colorful analyst for ESPN, Timothy Desert Storm Bradley, has some very choice words for the choice of opponent by Gervonta Tank Davis, undefeated three-division champion, who Gervonta Tank Davis is a superstar in the sport of boxing. He went to fight a guy that also we're going to discuss here, an Olympic two-time gold medalist, three-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, Ukrainian superstar boxer, Vasily Lomachenko. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis, who is 30 wins, no loss, no draw, 28 wins by way of knockout. He will be 30 years of age by the time he fights Lamont Roach Jr. December 14th. Gervonta Tank Davis is a superstar in the sport of boxing, one of the faces of the sport of boxing, cash cow. And heavy is the head that bears the crown, right? So with that said, Vasily Lomachenko, he completely ducked Gervonta Tank Davis. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Gervonta Tank Davis was looking to unify the belts against Lomachenko in November. They were in negotiations in the end of June and into July. Actually, before Gervonta Tank Davis fought against Frank the Ghost Martin in June, they fought June 15th, the week of that fight. Lomachenko was in negotiations already discussing a possibility of facing Gervonta Tank Davis, so in June. But then suddenly, out the blue, Vasily Lomachenko decided to pull a rug from right underneath the feet of Gervonta Tank Davis and decided that, yeah, well, you know what? Yeah, I'm not going to fight you. Right? As a matter of fact, I'm going to sit on the shelf and I ain't going to fight nobody. And so with that said, now that's proof that Vasily Lomachenko, who's 18 wins, 3 losses, no draws, Lomachenko pulled out the fight because there's conflicting reports that Lomachenko felt that he was being disrespected as far as the offer that was being made from Gervonta Tank Davis and his team, and that's why he stepped away. But now this is proof, because now they're saying that he's actually contemplating retirement. So if you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out in the sport of boxing or any sport, it's over. Especially a combat sport or a sport like football, where it takes a lot of physical toll on your body, and you already have in your brain that should you retire, you already retired. You may as well go ahead and just fully retire, because you already there. So this just shows that, well, Gervonta Tank Davis was in his right when trying to make the fight, and Lomachenko simply pulled out, and it had nothing to do with Gervonta Tank Davis and his side, but everything to do with Lomachenko. He seems conflicted in his career. He is 36, so it's understandable. But with that said, Timothy Bradley understands Lomachenko is a fight that you tried to make. But from that point forward, why would you choose to bring up Lamont Roach Jr., who's the newly crowned WBA super featherweight, junior lightweight, 130-pounder, 25 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 10 wins by way of knockout. Yeah, you have a history in the amateurs, but why are you bringing him up to fight as a professional, right? And Timothy Bradley, he didn't take too kind to that. There was a plethora of different choices that Gervonta Tank Davis, with his status and his power, could have made, but he chose this fight with Lamont Roach Jr., and people are not understanding, right? And Timothy Bradley has some very choice words. Let's listen to what Timothy Bradley had to say right here.
Look, this is the Tank Protection Program. This has been going along for a long time, people. They've been bringing fighters up from a lower weight class to get in there with Tank. Tank looks spectacular, but it's a cover-up. I'm going to tell you right now, I think Tank is a good fighter. I don't know how great he is, but from the looks of it and the matches that he's been having, the dude looks like a total fraud. Put him in the ring with somebody that can punch back, somebody with a great IQ, just as well as he is. You know, they saying that they don't have an opponent for him. Yes, you do. You do have an opponent in your stable. His name is De Los Santos. We wouldn't mind, and the fans wouldn't mind paying for a De Los Santos fight, but they're covering something. I don't know what it is. Is it the power of De Los Santos they worried about? You know, the fact that he's a southpaw? You know, because Tank was doing a whole lot of talking when Shakur Stevenson put everybody to sleep with De Los Santos. But he won't step his behind in the ring and face a De Los Santos. That's the fight that everybody wants to see. No one's going to pay for this pay-per-view. I'm going to let y'all know that right now.
All right. So you heard Timothy Bradley. He says that, you know, essentially Gervonta Tank Davis is overrated, right? And he's hiding, you know. He's in the witness protection program, right? He's in a protection program, not fighting the best there is to offer. Lamont Roach is a very good fighter, and it's no slight to him. I'm sure he takes it as slight, but you got to understand, Edwin De Los Santos, like Timothy Bradley said, right, is there. Shakur Stevenson, there. Should have inquired about a unification with Dennis Baranchik the moment Lomachenko said he wasn't interested. It's a unification bout. There was other fights to be made at 135, and he didn't do it. Plain and simple. There's no other way to cut it. There's no other way to slice it. But Lomachenko did duck. But once you got the opportunity to understand that Lomachenko wasn't going to fight you, you had a plethora of other options in different directions you could have went in outside of Lamont Roach. And that's the problem. And that's all I got for y'all. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. That's all I got for y'all. It's your boy Blue. I'm gone. Peace.